One thing I frequently hear when speaking to golfers is, I want to be more consistent. If your golf swing has some fundamental issues, you might want to have a lesson to improve that consistency. But if you feel that your golf swing is at a good standard, then a good pre-shot routine is what you actually need. Do you know any golfers that have a terrible technique but always come in with good scores? This is probably due to the way that they think on the golf course. What you'll find is that they'll keep things simple and do the same thing every time. And their focus will be entirely on the target. Here's a question. Are you the type of player to think more about swing mechanics or the target? When you don't have time to practice, it's easy to slip into bad habits and practice technique on the golf course. If, however, you want to play consistently well, we've got to change that bad habit. You've heard of the zone, right? Well, the zone is when you focus so intensely on what you're going to do that everything becomes automatic. And that's where your game really starts to come together. It's near impossible to maintain that level of concentration for the whole game of golf. That's why a pre-shot routine is necessary. Pre-shot routine will trigger when to start and when to end this period of intense concentration. So what is a pre-shot routine? A pre-shot routine is the sequence directly before, during and after each shot that you take. Your pre-shot routine should be tailored specifically for yourself. So it would be ideal to go see a professional and get one tailored. I'll first run you through my routine, then advise you on how you can build your own. So like with most good pre-shot routines, mine starts with a trigger. The trigger's there to remind me that I've now started my routine and it's time to start focusing on the target. So my trigger's as simple as putting on my glove and fastening up my Velcro. When I do this over and over again, the brain gets used to that signal to tell you to start that pre-shot routine. The next thing I'll do is walk between the ball and the target line and look at where I want to hit the ball. Whilst I'm stood here, I'm visualizing the shape of the shot, how hard I want to hit it, and where I'm going to land the ball. Once I've decided on the shot I want to hit, I'll take the club and line it up with the target and then take my grip. So now I've got my grip, I'm continuing to focus on that target and visualize that shot. With that visualization in my head, I'll then take a practice swing. That practice swing I've done is a rehearsal of the shot I have just visualized. Once I'm happy with my practice swing, I'll take my address to the ball, continuing to focus on that target. At this point, I'm focusing so much on the target, I can feel my body completing the technique before I've even done it. So just before I take the shot, I'll take a belly breath out, clear my head of any distractions. And when I'm ready, I'll hit it. The difficulty you're going to find when doing a pre-shot routine is when you hit a bad shot and resisting the temptation to think about technique. Okay, so let's look at a trigger that you could use to start your pre-shot routine. So this could be like mine, by putting on the glove and fastening the Velcro. Or you can have a trigger by the action of pulling a club out your bag. Another trigger could be walking within a certain area of the shot. So imagine you got a line 2 meters before the ball. Once you step over that line, that's a trigger to start your pre-shot routine. Or you could have a visual cue like Louis Oosthuizen and that red dot on his glove. That was a trigger to start his pre-shot routine. Or you could simply just have a trigger word like focus. So with that trigger, you've now initiated the focus you need to hit the shot you want. So it's essential to link your swing with the target. For me, there's only one way of doing that, and that's by standing directly between the ball and the target line and visualizing the shot you want to hit. However you want to connect the swing to the target line is up to you, but the sequence that you do it in must be the same every single time. Whether or not it's visualize the shot, then take a practice swing, or take a practice swing whilst visualizing the shot, or take 2 practice swings. Whatever you do, you've got to do the same every single time. If you struggle to maintain your focus on the target, then it's worth having a breathing exercise to relax your mind and your body. By having a belly breath out, this allows your mind to quiet enough to focus on that shot you want to do. And when you're over the ball, continue to focus on that target, and when you're ready, swing away. Once that shot's been hit, we need that end trigger. So if the trigger is when you walk into a certain area of the shot, once you walk out of that area, that's the end trigger. If you put on a glove to start the swing, then the tearing of the Velcro is the end trigger for your pre-shot routine. If it's a trigger word then, like focus, then you need an end trigger word, like relax.
By having this pre-shot routine to choose when to switch on and off this period of intense focus, it will give you a chance to increase your consistency. And in between the golf, you can relax.
So in summary, try and think less about the swing, think more about the target, and try and let go of any bad shots. As always, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later.